Hey everybody, welcome back live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all doing well out there. It is another lovely summer day in Newburyport. And also for us, if you're a fan of a certain musician, it is a big day because it is Dave Matthews up in Gilford, New Hampshire for 2 nights. And I think we talked about this a little bit last year. I go every year and we go with the same crew, DMB Gilford crew. And look at this. They're all in the house today. Hello, everybody. What's going on?
How we doing?
All right, Cole, Joey, Alex, and Jen. How's everybody doing? Who wants to take it first?
The leader.
The leader of the pack. I like that. What's up, buddy?
The old guy.
Joey, the old guy. How are you, my man?
Good. Doing well.
How many Dave shows for you now?
This will be 62 and 63.
You know, I don't keep my number, and I knew you did, because so many people do. I'm like one of the rare ones who doesn't. But
There's an app for that.
There's an app.
There's an app. You
Yes,
get the app.
there's an app.
There's an app.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those people that say, "Oh, this is my 103rd show."
Yeah.
Be honest. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's why I didn't want to. That's why I never wanted to guess, because it's out of my control now. I don't.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't know. I should have started from the beginning, but I don't. I don't think I realized it was going to become such a big part of my life. But here you guys all are. I love the shirts. Explain the background. I know this is your...
The shirts. I'm a t-shirt kind of guy.
Yep.
Do that quite a bit for a lot of different things. And as you all know, there was a momentous event last year in Gilford, staying at the house, and across the street, or not across the street, across the lawn was this greenhouse. Alex, turn around so you can see it.
Model this thing.
Right. And the big question of the weekend
What's
was,
in the greenhouse?
What's in the greenhouse? And Alex was inspired, wrote an original What's in the Greenhouse song, and
Yeah.
the rest is history. Yeah, Joey was working.
Joey was on a call.
Yeah.
Big lyric.
And
Kind of brought it all together.
and the irony was, I was sitting at home with Jen one night. I'm a big Chronicle fan.
Lovely
And
program. Yeah.
I almost fell off the couch. They did a special on that greenhouse.
Did they?
I knew there was something
That's a
about
special greenhouse
I don't think
where
you
they
told me
grow
that.
flowers for weddings, and they serve drinks there, and it was a big deal. It was on Chronicle.
That's not the only reason it's a special greenhouse.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know.
Well, very good. All right, so we got the shirts covered. We got wristbands and stuff too. You do a great job of getting everybody involved with swag and all that. These are your boys in the back.
Yes,
You guys
sir.
want to introduce yourself to the camera guys? Which one's Cole? Which one's Joey?
Joe Jr. Cole.
All right. One of you guys had some tough travels here, right? One of you has to leave after night one. Is that right?
Yep.
What's
I'm
your
taking
deal?
off. Yeah, so I got to go back to work in El Paso. I coach football for the University of Texas at El Paso.
How
And
about that as a unique job, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty unique. So getting called back in. We got one more practice left for the summer on Thursday, so I got to make it back. It's kind of our big special teams day, so they called me back in. So I got to night 1, I'm in. Night 2, I'm out.
Did they literally say you can do one night of Dave? We can't have you do 2.
They
Get back
were pretty
here.
lenient. They gave me 1. They would have rather me back today, but I told them I needed to get with the crew and go for 1 show.
You had to negotiate too.
little
Okay,
bit.
you had to push a
Yeah,
little
a
bit.
little
All
bit.
right. This is your first you're early in your career here. I know you've been coaching football for a while, but this gig is a new one for you.
Yeah, just brand new. I've been there for about 6 months. First FBS stop in this journey, so pretty excited about it.
Serious stuff, man. It's like you're already in it too. People think college football starts in September, but it's for you
yeah.
guys. It's the heart of it already, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really stop. It's pretty much year round, but this is our little bit of time where we get some time off, and our head coach tells us to enjoy it. So I always try to make sure I can make it for this trip.
Do you have you already set the ground rules now? Like, listen, if you want to retain me as a coach, this is going to be a thing every single year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start to build it in there. It's kind of already works naturally with our schedule.
Yep.
These dates. So it's just whether or not the DMB band kind of places on the right time and day, and we'll
Okay.
always make it work.
Younger brother Cole is next to you in the Bruins hat there. How you doing, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's you doing both nights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to drive him to the airport pretty early.
Oh no, I didn't realize that. What airport?
Manchester.
Okay, you don't have to go back to Logan. That's not too bad. It'll be all right. You excited for these 2 nights, Cole?
More excited for the second night than the first night.
Because he's gone.
Because I got to drive. No, because I got to drive.
Oh, I see.
I wish he was staying both nights, but
Oh, okay.
he's got to work.
That is sweet
I get
brotherly
it.
love there. I like that. Very good. Give me a top memory from last year from you. I know there's several to go around.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it PG.
There's enough PG ones, people.
Yeah, just don't swear.
Yeah.
I would say I was sitting next to Jen, and I wanted to hear Gray Street, and it came on at the end, night one, so that was a good memory for me.
Nice, good dig, very appropriate, Cole. Well done. Jen, we'll segue nicely to you. How cool is this group this time of year? These 2 nights. This is awesome, isn't it?
It is awesome.
What's your favorite part about it?
Just having everyone home at the same time.
Yeah.
Like having family together.
Yeah.
It's only twice a year.
It's only twice a year, and you guys let Alex and me in and all this group. I mean, this is
Extended family.
have you guys had
family.
talks about this? Like, well, that's nice to say, but have you been like, we only get to do this 2 times a year. We should get the hell out of them,
No,
rid of them here.
Absolutely not. The more the merrier.
No, I'm just kidding. We appreciate it so much, though. You guys really are incredibly welcoming to us, and but we've learned things over the year. Like we have to make sure you have your first coffee before we talk to you, right?
That's correct. I already had it today for the record.
Alex noted.
Yeah.
Good reminder.
It is. There has to be like a T-shirt or a coffee mug or something that says that, right? Just let me have my first coffee with you.
There's
No,
a
I'm
Dave
thinking
there's a
out
Dave
loud now.
one.
There's a Dave one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
I don't know if
say
you've
all the
ever
words
heard
in
this
it, but-
story,
I don't think
but
so.
he was playing it was a Sirius XM solo, and it was somewhat, was it in the
private show
Hamptons?
in- yeah.
Private show,
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of non-Dave fans there, so they were talking quite loud, and Dave got a little upset. He said, "If you're gonna talk real beep quietly," and they made coffee mugs out of it.
Ah, that's a
That's
good
my
one.
coffee mug.
Yeah, that's your coffee mug? Is it actually your go-to coffee mug? The
Yes.
One? Okay. Wow. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Are you traveling with it?
No.
Oh, no.
Anyway, break it.
We could
It's not
bring
a
it.
travel mug.
Okay.
We could bring it.
Not a travel mug. Okay. Very
Yeah.
good.
Thanks, Ross.
Alex coughing with his, this is his entrance to the show. Former host of the show, Alex Anthony, you might recognize.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Russ interrupts your moment. Very good. Russell Six, come on in here. You sit here.
Yes, I'll sit here.
Okay.
Nice.
So, folks, you're now seeing the crew. This is the Dave Matthews DMB
here.
Gilford crew. We get to the people who've been on the show before. This is Russell Six. Hi, Russ.
Hello.
There we go. We're going to
You
put
guys
this over here.
weren't having too much fun without me.
You got the more prime mic location, so
Beautiful. You hear my
just
pretty
talk
voice.
loud, yeah. And Alex Anthony, you guys have been on a million times.
Yeah.
Alex, so we were just about to ask Alex about the weekend here. It's not a weekend, it's a weekday, but these 2 nights, what's it mean to you, Alex?
Honestly, it was the start of a good tradition. I think you and I went to Gilford a few years ago.
Yep.
And we were like, let's do this again, but both nights because it was a good time. It's a great venue, great
Yep.
area. And then when we became friends with all of them, kind of took it to the next level, like a family tradition almost type of thing. So it looks
If I
forward to
remember
that.
correctly, we were talking at, I think, a gig you were playing at in Plum Island, where Joey and Jen live, and we were talking about doing the trip, and I think Joey overheard us. Does this sound familiar? And you're like, you guys are doing the Guilford trip? He's like, so are we. And then Joey was
yeah.
like, we're doing this together. And then
Probably.
that's how it kind of organically happened, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah, sounds about right. Good. I don't know how you got involved. Where'd you come from?
I just kind of show up wherever there's fun things happening. That's how it works. You know.
Russell Six has been on the show a bunch of times, a fine musician in his own right. What are you excited for? Are you doing both nights or the
Very
one?
Excited. We'll see. I have some other obligations for the second night. I'm gonna try to make it up, and hopefully it'll be 2 nights because one's not enough to see Dave, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell people why you have a lot going on in life?
Oh no, I don't want to go there yet.
Okay, fine.
Just got, busy guy.
He's got busy
guy.
personal stuff going on.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Just don't mind me. I'm just going to keep moving the microphone on you. Maeve likes it when it's not in your face.
That
So
works.
she's probably hating what I'm doing. She hates it when I touch the
Making things
microphone.
more complicated. than
Yeah,
they
she's
have
like,
to
I
be.
had it set up, Drew, and now you're touching things.
True.
That's what she does. So this is our crew. DMB Gilford. These are the 2023 shirts. Julianne is coming as well. She's out
Awesome.
there. My girlfriend Julianne. She's in the actually working. Who does that? Sorry, Julianne. Just kidding. Actually, you were working last trip, right? People do it.
Yes.
You still had to do it. Actually, were you guys working too? When?
Ooh, I think those 2 may have been.
Yeah, I mean, you're not coaching football, but I mean, were you like doing? I thought you guys had
Maybe
business
a
or some
couple
point.
calls.
Maybe a couple calls.
Yeah.
Cole, I remember working.
Couple
You-
calls, some goldfish and a beer, maybe.
I thought you were just going to sing a lyric.
No,
Maybe
it's
it's a
the
new one.
coconut water.
Oh, the
Coconut
water. Oof. I rallied. Then Sam and Alex
You're
was
true.
born.
You're a true hero.
Sam and Alex.
Excellent. Moving on, live at Drew's House, Joppa Afternoon Drive. If you're wondering what the hell is going on here today, is the DMB Gilford crew. Tuesday and Wednesday shows this time around for Dave Matthews in Gilford. We're all safe to say diehard fans when you're going up midweek to go see this show, and it is a very popular one around here for DMB fans. Joey, let's go back to you for a second, because I know this is a lot of shows for you, but there's something special about this kind of. Don't you feel like people from like all of New England just like venture here? It's like a kind of like it's not a secret anymore.
No.
It's like this is a place you have to go see Dave.
Yeah. It's funny. Some diehards will say Guilford's not a place to see Dave. Like, the sets are blah. I disagree. But you'll see people from, far away, right? People from Canada, people from all over. What I like about it is there's probably about another 20 people that'll be like, we'll see you at Gilford.
Yeah.
I love the camaraderie of, just the fan base and how you just get to know people by going back year after year.
That's what I've always loved about shows in general, is you leave with friends. It's like you meet people in the parking lot, tailgate, and all that stuff. Do you remember when you first became a fan? Were you caught off guard by a show, or?
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, like most music, you're like, oh, he's good, I like Dave.
Yeah.
But I think what happens to most people is you see him live for the first time, and I just got that feeling like, wow, these guys are really talented. A lot of improv. They sound better live than they do on their radio.
Yeah.
And it's a well-produced show, and it just seemed different to me. I was like, this is a step above anything I've ever seen, and yeah, there's something to be said for you go once.
Yeah.
You're probably going a lot more.
You go 65 times. Joey and Jen, who now I think you guys are the chairs of the DMB Gilford committee. Jen, do you remember when you were first became a fan, or?
I did. It was the late 90s.
Okay.
My first show, I think, was in like 99.
1990. Okay.
And then I didn't follow it as closely.
So you guys were diehards before you met, and then later got married, which a lovely wedding, just recently here on Plum Island. Still say recently, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Less than
Feels
a year.
like yesterday.
Yeah.
But you were a diehard before even meeting this guy, and
Not as much as him. No. I had lessons. I had Dave lessons.
Dave lessons. Those do happen in time, don't they? When you spend
Yeah.
enough time with somebody.
No, we would watch recorded shows because it was COVID, and they would do, because you couldn't go live, they would do a show every Friday. Was it
Yep.
Friday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
It's Friday too. Oh, maybe it was Friday. It was quiz night. So we would rewatch shows like on YouTube, and they would start, and you have a decent amount of time before they start singing, and it was always like, Rizzo, what's this song? What? Then I would get the quiz.
Gotcha.
And then I'd get scolded if I got too many wrong. So then I had to learn some I didn't know,
Okay, I understand that. Yeah.
and then I appreciated it more after that.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, cool. And how about the boys? How'd you guys? Have you been into it for? I mean, when you have did you ever push back? Like, I'm not going to listen to the same stuff my dad listens to? Or?
I think there was a little bit of pushback, but it's
Yeah.
kind of one of those things where when you're in the car and it's all that gets played, you start to pick some stuff that you're like, all right, I like this one, I don't like this one, so I kind of naturally
Yeah.
fell into it. And then I actually had a football coach a while back that on every Friday he used to play it, and then I kind of was like, all right, like maybe it's not that bad. And I think I kind of just got it beat to death into me a little bit, but I do thoroughly enjoy their music. Their music is really good, and they are much better live, personally.
Cool.
Yeah, from my dad is how I got into it.
Simple as that.
Like he was saying, when it's on all the time, eventually you're like, all right, these guys are pretty good. So,
Yeah. How old are you guys?
25.
27.
Okay. So you guys, we got about Alex, Russ, and I here. We have like a decade on you guys. And that is one of the things I'm really noticing at shows, actually. I don't know if you guys are too. Like, I noticed kids in the crowd the last show I went to. Like, you see kids, and then you see people like, 25 years. I mean, you see at every age group, really. I mean, I don't even know
First
how
show
to
I ever
cut
went
it.
to was a kid that was at least 10, 12 years
Yeah.
younger than me.
Yeah.
More than that.
And I mean, but people are showing up with their parents now and stuff, and it's like for me, you see this wide range of like youngsters and just people that have grown old and found it later in life or whatever. I don't know. I think that's a great thing about any show, and it makes for a great environment, I think.
That speaks to the music.
Yeah. Good for everybody. Did you just touch my leg?
Yeah, man. We can get close. Here,
Joe, I have a question for you and the two musicians. So I think my biggest fear, like today you all be like, I want to hear this, I want to hear that. And maybe after that many shows, like you're content. I don't chase songs anymore. I don't care what the set list is.
Yep.
My biggest fear is that these guys call it quits. Like how long can they do this? Like from a musician's perspective, like do you just wake up one day and say I don't want to do it, or things get in the way?
Well, don't forget Russ is battling a bad knee.
I do. I always say that.
He's got a bad
I don't know,
knee.
if Mick Jagger can do it forever, I'd say it's like it's your willpower and what your priorities are in life. If you want to focus more on your personal life. But I think the guys that really love the music, guys like Dave, will play until they no longer can. I can't imagine them giving up. What do you think about that? You think?
I hope so.
hope
I
so,
don't know.
yeah.
How long is their set? An hour and a half? Hour and 15?
No, it's
longer.
2+.
Longer,
2.5
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5?
Yeah.
You know, Mick
So that's
Jagger's
good.
a
That's
great example. I just saw him at Gillette recently. Mick is, how old do I say he is?
He's up there.
75, I think. No, he's 80.
He's 80.
He's 80.
Yeah.
I could not stop thinking about the whole time I was watching him, because you go in and have this expectation of like Mick Jagger's 80. All right, let's see what an 80-year-old does. He looks just like he did when he was 60, 50. Like he's the same.
Was it as good?
Yeah.
Really?
Like in a way, I think it was almost better because I was kind of expecting like, okay, these guys are older. They got a whole backing band now. Like they're probably not playing as much. They're probably letting the other musicians that are great on stage do it. And like Keith Richards walks on, they start with "Start Me Up." He goes into and he screws it up, which is almost in like a good way. Like he just forgets the strum, and you're like, oh damn, they're live as can be. And it's Keith, and he laughs about it, and they rock on. It was like a great rock and roll moment. Like 5 seconds into the show, I messed up a chord, and we carried on. I thought that was just awesome. I was like, they're still trusting themselves to play and sing, and I don't know. I thought it made it cooler for me. I like mistakes when they're like, good. I don't know.
But Alex, what about Carter?
That's the
Like,
guy
so
I'm worried about.
He's
yeah.
the oldest, and they say what he does is unique. Like, what if he's like, I can't do it?
I don't think they'd go on without him. He's too unique of a drummer.
I
I think
agree.
there's a possibility they would go down to less shows and play the places they like more, like they already have. Like there used to be 2 nights in Mansfield.
And they've skipped. I was next to some Hartford people in
Yeah.
Mansfield who are a little perturbed. You guys get the shows now, not us.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like there's that aspect of it, but as long as those checks keep coming in and they keep selling out, it's hard to give it up. Even for Carter, who probably has
It is,
three
but
children.
That guy works hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I sometimes I watch him for 10
You have to think
minute
he's
stretches.
probably one of the only guys that's not. He doesn't stop playing. He has to play the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Dave does like maybe 1 or 2, he does, I think, like kind of acoustic at one point. But like, between Coffin and even Buddy or like all those guys, like, I mean, there's pockets where they're not playing. Like Carter's going the entire time.
Yeah.
I think Carter looks at the set list and tells Dave, like, you got to change this up. I can't do
Probably.
that.
I've heard him say that actually.
Yeah.
He will. Dave will throw the set list by Carter and Stefan on bass specifically because those guys are working every song. He's like, the way I write my songs, they work in every song. So.
But the strain that Dave puts on his voice, and as you get older, your vocal cords are collagen, and we lose collagen as we get older. So the strain, I can't see him doing 2.5-hour shows like that for very long. It's between him and Carter who would bow out first.
He's been
honestly.
I think he probably. I remember 5 years ago or so. I remember thinking Dave has toned down that kind of those big yelling notes a few times. Have you guys noticed that? I don't know. I just thought a little bit, but then like the other night in Mansfield, I was like, he's kind of going for pretty much everything again. Like,
I think older Dave sounds better than younger Dave.
In some
Personally, for
ways,
me,
I do
yeah.
hear
In some
some old
ways, yeah.
stuff, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
well, that's
I
like
don't know.
I always get annoyed, right? Like you cannot like if you don't like Dave Matthews, I don't care who you like. If you don't like Dave Matthews, it's fine. But if you don't like respect the musicianship and like,
Right.
that's on stage, then I'm kind of like, all right, well then you're just wrong because you're factually wrong on this one. But like it always kind of stuns me when somebody says, no, I'm not into Dave Matthews, all that, and they put like one little quick thing on it. That I remember one thing when I was in college was like, oh, the frat rock, all the college kids are into that. I'm like, I'm 37 now. Dave is 50 something with a family and kids. Like, guess what? He's writing about different stuff, And it's like, so if you don't, that's what I mean is like other people come around, different age groups, It's like you find people that like different things and like maybe came along at a different time. That's my favorite album, whereas maybe some old timers roll their eyes at it. And that's kind of what I like about Dave Matthews shows. It brings that whole mix together. Thoughts?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what's good about it. Like, for me, for example, I think my first experience listening to Dave, and it was more of like a trickle in through the late 90s, 2000s. My first experience was probably through my mother, right?
Oh.
And at first, maybe, it was like ants marching, and, as she's cleaning the house, she's blasting it, and when I was younger. And for me, I didn't really attach to that very much, didn't mean a lot, but then later you start hearing more and more of his music and more of his songs, and there is something for someone who's older, there is something for someone who's younger.
Yeah.
And it can be meaningful to different people at different times in their lives, different ages. So that's what's cool about his following, too. Like, you go to a show, the coolest group of people. I mean, look at us.
Yeah.
We're pretty cool. Just saying. We are.
I mean, obviously.
That's a pretty good analogy right there. Just look at our
You
group.
don't have to look any
Yeah.
further than the studio
Yeah.
here. It is though. I mean, it's like the most like generous. Like, you never worried about if somebody gets sick or something in the parking lot. Like, there's only people there to help you. Like, it's just a very welcoming crowd. You never see like all the BS that comes in some of those other places when people are drinking. For instance, I have all these wristbands now. Joey's behind these here. So these all have lyrics going back. How many years have you been doing this? I know I've jumped
3 years.
3 full years.
Yes, you all. I think most of you guys were all 3. I have your third one.
Most of us, and like I think hundreds of other people out there in the world, because that's what I love about it. You're like, if anybody says they're a fan or they like it, you're like immediately rip these things out of, I don't know where you pull them from or carry them
My
from.
bag.
They're
Your
everywhere,
bag,
yeah.
And like you'll give them to people, which is just another cool thing. And like you're not the only one who does it. There's a lot of like, it's a kind of a Dave Matthews fan base thing, and it's just the coolest, nicest thing. Do you plan on continuing this for another 15 years? Doing
I hope
the
so.
bracelets?
Just like if Dave does it, we'll do it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
If Dave does it, we'll do it.
I worry about you 3 though. You'll have other priorities and tell me you can't go anymore.
Okay. I feel like that was directed towards me.
Selfish.
Fair enough.
Selfish.
We're going to try. We're going to make it up for the second night.
Let me tell, because I don't like making references to stories and then running away. The bad knee thing I mentioned with you. So Russ does actually have a bad knee.
It is a bad knee,
It is
honestly.
100% a bad knee. So we're up in the crowd together. Some of us are going to spread out, but at one point, it's like I'm on the right, Alex in the middle, and Russ to the left, like kind of on the end of the row.
Support. For my knee.
Yeah, okay. And we knew he had a bad knee, but it's not something he was like complaining about. But he actually like slipped and fell and went down. We were not drunk or anything. I know that's what you're thinking. That was
Sure.
not the case. Sure, yeah. But Russ hopped up like I've never seen anybody recover before, like record time, and somehow got a message out to like the rest of the crowd that he had a bad knee. I looked over and Russ is like getting up. I was like, "You okay? You good?" And then I hear the woman over here on my right, who we don't know, tap me on the shoulder, goes, "No, don't worry. He's just got a bad knee. He's fine." I'm like, "How did you get that message?"
Yeah.
Like, what?
I think I was afraid that at that point, if someone's standing in the crowd, you fall down for no reason. Like, is that person, is he drunk? Does he need help?
Yeah.
So I didn't want too much like undue attention drawn towards me. So I just immediately was like, "Oh, my knee! I have a bad knee." And I was wearing a knee brace, so that helped.
I think I'm gonna have a bad knee tonight.
You can have a bad knee. Every person I've ever seen follow the show now screams they got a bad knee.
Yeah.
That's fun. And one of my favorite other moments. I mean, we had like a million moments like that. Well, not quite like that, but like one of my favorite moments was just waking up at the house and just hearing you guys kind of with the greenhouse song, but also just kind of pick away and just we were taking in the views of Gilford and just relaxing. And I know Alex, you've spoken to me about that. You just loved that kind of laid back vibe
Of what?
that morning,
Yeah.
waking up. I want to walk you through this question. He likes to be the he likes to be the host. Is the problem?
Yeah.
He wants the host chair back.
I need a little bit more detail here.
Yeah, but
Describe to me a nice
the
morning.
laid back vibe of playing guitar and
Yeah.
just having the day
Yeah.
and looking over the greenhouse. And I'm sorry.
The problem he's having with the question is that it was me and you that were awake, because you're up at 4 a.m. every day.
Yes.
So me and you were up pretty much with the sun. I think Alex was still sleeping, so we're strumming on the guitar. But the whole day, us playing guitar, going back and forth. Someone would pick it up, someone put it down. We were all playing, all having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know later that night you were having more fun because you really got into the guitar. You were playing like every song up around the kitchen.
I think he
Oh yeah.
He stood on the
Backup
table.
vocals right here.
Backup vocals. Joe.
We were rocking.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about people when you bunk with them for a couple
Sure.
days.
Yeah.
The most shocking thing of all was I come out of the bedroom and he's asleep with this eye mask on. I was like, who really sleeps with those things? Alex is,
That's funny.
There you go, Newburyport. You know something more about Allison.
Oh, that's beautiful. Final couple minutes here with the DMB Gilford crew as we're literally going to leave this place. And what are you laughing about? That's what the title is now. You're sitting next to
this
the
guy.
Okay. The people in charge of this thing. This is going to be a fun couple nights for us as we head up to Gilford and we do it tonight. I think it's going to be hot.
Very
Some hot weather. You guys do anything for like hot weather specific concert preps?
Get a boat, right?
We do have a boat for the second day.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the water.
I think what he's asking is when you're playing on stage and it's hot out.
Fan, industrial fan.
You know, did you guys watch the band? I was watching that in the Mansfield heat for the last show we went to, and they blow cold air on those guys.
Well, it's funny. Dave sweats a lot, and I was surprised that he looked fine.
Yeah.
I didn't see the.
I wonder if that's gonna affect their performance. I wonder if they're gonna be worn down from the heat.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. One trick to beating the heat at shows. So I went to Bonnaroo one year and I stopped at like a Home Depot with some friends, and we got those pump sprayers for like spraying weeds and stuff like that. And just the whole time you can set it to a fine mist. You're sitting there in the chair, kind of tailgating, just spraying each other.
Did you bring one?
No, we're gonna have to stop at Home Depot on the way up. I think.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, it's a good trick.
So you brought one for the shows?
We're gonna
No.
get one.
It's a good. It is going to be hot up there, but it is a great venue too. I know we all love the venue, which is part of the reason why we're going. The young boys in the back here, Cole and Joey. I wonder, do you ever have to like explain to like your friends in life, like, no, I'm going away with the family and my extended family, and we're going to see Dave Matthews for a few nights, and people look at you and they're probably like, oh yeah, you have to explain that.
No, I mean, I think I originally out of the gate probably had to explain it, but now I've kind of worked with the same people
Okay.
for a couple of years, so it's almost understood now. Like, they know when I'm going home.
Yep.
I've got that one trip kind of etched out into my schedule, and they know it's, hey, we're going up with the crew to go watch DMB, and that's it. In the office, they know I'm the DMB guy, so.
Okay, so you're established. You, Cole?
I would actually say I don't have to. A couple of my friends actually wanted to come.
Oh.
A couple of, like, one of my buddies that I live with likes Dave Matthews. Another one of my buddies was trying to come. So they think it's awesome, especially because, we usually get pretty good seats. So I'm always just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm on the way for a couple of days. So
Yeah.
they understand now.
Yeah, every video I posted last year, two people were like, "Where are you guys? That's gotta be I have to go there." And I'm like, "We go every year." It's the Gilford crew. All right, Russ. Anything else you'd like to add here from this seat? Because I've never actually sat with somebody next to me doing a show
should
here.
I ask a few questions?
Would you like to?
Yeah. All right. So, Joe, for you, when was the first show you went to, and do you remember? Same question.
The first one, no, it would have to been late 90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
And then I didn't go a ton. And then I started going on the regular probably in like 2007-ish.
Follow-up question. Do you know how many shows you've been to?
Yes, you were late. Moving on.
Oh, okay.
There's an app.
See, I'm not a good host.
I'll show you the
hosts
app.
don't show up late.
I'll show you the app.
So you can track it with that app.
It tracks everything, like
Alright.
how rare, what your rarest songs are, how many times you've heard a song.
Gotcha.
Have you heard entire albums? You get badges, you get all sorts of stuff.
All right. Last question. Alex Anthony, Russell Six, edge of a cliff. You're holding on to Alex in one hand, me in one hand.
It's been great to see everybody live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive.
You know, my answer may be different, but we've only been together an hour already. He's going. I would probably have to hold on.
This is fair. Okay, I'll take that.
I wouldn't let either one of you guys go. You know that. Love you both the same.
I like it.
Very sweet.
I don't know after that answer.
So you can say something. What did you say, Alex?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, okay. He's being shy today.
That's fair.
Again, he
Big night tonight.
he likes to host the show now. It's his thing. You did a great job, by the way, when you hosted.
Thanks.
If I haven't said that enough.
I thought I got some of the best ratings I saw. It came.
You're checking ratings now.
Off the charts.
Oh boy, this is why we love this group. Final couple minutes here with the DMB Gilford crew. Cole, let's start with you. What do you, not necessarily like a song, but what do you hope to get out of like the next couple nights from?
Just a good time.
Yeah.
I've pretty much heard all the songs I wanted to hear throughout the 6 shows, so I just like coming up here, hanging out with Big Bro for a couple of days and having fun. So I'm just looking for some good vibes and a couple of relaxing days.
I think your dad almost smiled at that. It was close. Ah, there it is. I knew it was coming. Joey.
I would say the good times, good vibes. That's kind of a given with this crew now. So
Yep.
I just enjoy hanging out with everybody, you know. And this being kind of, it always ends up being the last little hurrah for me before I go back, and it's back to reality. So I just enjoy kind of like the last decompression, the last good time, and then I will say that if I'm chasing one, it ain't gonna happen, but I would love to get Joyride tonight. If I got that, that would be kind of like my last song that I want to hear live in person. But
All right.
we'll have a good time for sure tonight.
We got a song pitch in there. Russ, why don't you take this one, then we'll go front row.
What am I getting from tonight? Well, let's start with this. I want to leave with my knee being intact. That's a given. All right, right off the bat. No, but I think everyone kind of said exactly where I'm at. I just want to have a good time with a good group of people, make some memories, as we were talking about last year, and add some more. I'm looking forward to doing it until I no longer can, or Dave can no longer play. But let's keep the tradition going.
Alex, we'll go musician to musician there. Go ahead.
Definitely for the memories. We had a lot of good times last year. Felt like a family vacation from like being a young kid. You know what I mean? It was good. It was
I remember
a lot of
you
fun.
saying that. That was a good way
Yeah.
of putting it.
And definitely, I need the song that got me into it in 1995, 96. You need Crash Into Me.
Yeah.
You need it. Gotta have it.
I think a lot of people think he plays that every night.
He does
And,
not.
yeah.
This will be 5 and 6 for me, so and that's
He's only played it 6 times all summer.
so.
All right.
Hopefully, he plays it when I have the front row seats.
Night too.
So if you see a gigantic sign in the Gilford crowd for Crash, it might just be Alex, or no signs. You're not a sign.
I'll just be like, let me play it.
You do a very nice job with it. One of your favorite songs to play?
Hands down, I think it might be my favorite song.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think because it's like one of the most complicated songs, like with the chord progressions and the strumming patterns.
Yeah.
So that, and I just like feel like I just enjoy playing it.
We were wild at the bar one day, and I think I started singing next to you the "I will be your Dixie chicken if you be my," and you were like,
Yeah.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
I gotta add that. I love that." Yeah.
I still haven't done it exactly, but I kind of put my own spin on it.
Yeah. You do a good job with it. All right, so the committee chair heads here. We'll go to Jen. This is the beginning of a great couple days. It must be pretty cool to hear the kids talk about it too, and just like everybody's just so excited about it. I know that makes you smile, but
It does.
what do you hope to get out of the next couple days here?
It's nice to have a few days off, just spend time with everyone. We got nice weather. Like it's just more of a. It's just nice to all be together.
Yeah, people are like looking at you. I think she has to put up with these guys the whole.
It's not that bad. I was afraid last year, and it was just.
Were you really?
No, not afraid. Just,
Not literally afraid,
it's a
but I
lot of-
mean you were.
It's a lot of boys.
Yeah, it's a lot of boys.
And it was a
that-
little house.
coming
We
together
have
for
a
the
lot more
first time.
space this year.
Yeah, you never know how personalities are going to
Correct.
clash or not clash and all that stuff. Come together. So I understand the worry.
Correct.
Any song choices for you? Any?
No, I'm more of the what I don't want over what I do want.
I like your answer now. Why don't you tell people what you don't
no
want?
monkey songs.
There's so many. There's like a lot of Dave Monkey songs.
Yeah.
Proudest Monkey, Shake Me Like a Monkey.
No.
I know. I already know her. Don't.
I just have a list of ones that I just go, What I did realize in Mansfield is when I got one of those songs, it gave me the opportunity to go
Sure.
get a drink,
There you go. It's
walk away.
bathroom break song. There it is. On the Monkey songs for Jen.
Great.
Same one for you, Joey. Is but you must. Everybody's just laughing and getting
This
ready
is a
for
family
this.
vacation. When people
Yeah.
ask me what I'm doing and they know how much we go to Dave,
Yeah.
this time I said, hey, it's a big family vacation. It's important. I do hope that you all get two-step as a closer. Seeing as most of you probably not heard it, it's an epic ending.
Is that like a lot of the enjoyment for you as somebody who's seen that many shows, is seeing the enjoyment from other people?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will say, this crew has gotten pretty darn lucky.
So damn lucky.
So damn lucky. These guys especially.
Yeah.
They went to SPAC. They got 2 of the best set lists I can recall in years. But we've done well. I mean, I think I don't think any of us leave saying, oh, that wasn't that good.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can leave the couple days saying it's not that good, because it is. It's a tradition that is you've made it our own here, which I think is it's fun and it's great, and I look forward to it every summer now. I know you guys do too. All right, that's good. I think we gotta hit the road. Anybody else want to add anything? You want to give a shout out to football squad for the year here?
Yeah,
We
if
got
you guys got any free time on
Thanks up.
Saturdays, cheer for UTEP Miners, and hopefully we'll have a good year, man. We just got to take it a day at a time, but appreciate you guys having us on, and I'm excited to kind of go do this.
What's the over/under on win streak? What are they predicting for you?
I'll be honest with you, I don't pay attention to that stuff too much. I couldn't tell you, honestly. But,
Could be some bulletin board material. You never know.
You know, 6 is always the number at the FBS level is what they tell you.
Yeah.
You know, I want to win them all, selfishly.
We're
but
going over 10.
We'll see. We'll take it a game at a time.
One game at a time. Sounds like another coach that was around here for a while. All right, very good. Good stuff. Cole, Joey, Alex, Jen, Russ next to me with his bad knee and all. This has been fun. We're going to hit the road. We're going to go to Dave Matthews, Gilford, a couple days here. It's a summer tradition, and we thought it would be fun to give you a little taste of it today. So I hope you enjoyed that. A little self-serving, but I thought it would be fun, and I think it was. Hope you liked it. All right. Hey, thanks to Maeve, Maya, Ryan. Who else is in there? The boss, Sarah Hayden, my girlfriend, Julianne. She's working because, she works, and we're going to kidnap her and bring her up to Gilford. So, everybody, thanks. Hope you're enjoying your summer. See you soon. Live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. See you next time.